Hey everybody, it's Zach here from the Ed Boys, and welcome to our Runescape 2007 1-99 cooking guide. Cooking is a really simple skill, so we should have a quick guide in our hands. As always, there's a ton of ways to get your cooking up, and these are just the methods that I prefer to use. One of the most important things you're going to need when training cooking are the cooking gauntlets that can be obtained from the Family Crest quest. That is sure a mouthful. These gauntlets decrease your chance at burning any fish while you're cooking it, so they can save a lot of time in the long run. Unlike many other skills, you can cook just about anywhere, since you could just light a fire and cook on it, but there are two places that have some major advantages. First of all is the Hosidius House Furnace. You do need 100% favor in the Hosidius House to use these ranges, but similar to the cooking gauntlets, they do reduce your chance at burning food, but not just fish. Really works for any food that you can use on a range. The combination of the gauntlets and the range allow you to get much better XP rates at a lower level, in turn speeding up your 99. If you don't want to use the Hosidius House range, there is a permanent fire in the Rogue's Den that is right next to a bank, so you don't have to move at all. This spot does provide the fastest XP if you have high enough level to not burn the fish without the Hosidius range. So even if you've unlocked the range, sometimes it is better just to use this fire, and I'll talk about that more during the guide. You can get your early levels pretty quickly with a few very easy quests. I would suggest doing at the very least the Cook's Assistant and Gertrude's Cat, since that'll get you up to level 12 I believe before doing any cooking. Cooking is a super fast skill no matter what though, so it's really not a huge deal, but I did leave a link to a full list of quests that give cooking XP in the description. I think it's just about time for the leveling guide. You will notice that I start cooking foods at their levels, not quite at the level that you unlock the food. You tend to burn the food a lot when you just unlocked it, so I like to give a little bit of leeway. Makes it easier to calc your XP and GP per hour. So if you don't necessarily want to start cooking something right at the level I tell you and you want to do it a few levels earlier, you're welcome to go for it. If you are not using the cooking gauntlets or the Hosidius range, you might want to wait an extra few levels before you move on anyway, because I am assuming that you are cooking with both the cooking gauntlets and the Hosidius House range. From levels 1 to 25, you should cook some raw sardines. You could cook shrimp and anchovies too, since sardines don't buy very fast. These levels are very quick. You really can just choose anything that you can cook at level 1 and get to them. I just picked sardines. At level 25, I will move on to trout. You don't really stop burning these for a while, so the XP rates here still vary a little bit, but you only need to go to level 45, so again, not going to take very long. Levels 45 to 59, I would start to cook salmon. This should be the last part of the guide that you burn any fish, as long as you have the gloves and the furnace, of course. And again, very quick part of the guide. The big levels are coming up, though. At level 59, you don't burn tuna on the Hosidius furnace with the cooking gauntlets, but you're also only 2 levels away from not burning lobsters there, so you only need to go to level 61 at this one. From 61 to 76, I would start cooking lobsters. You'd stop burning the lobsters on a fire at 64 cooking, so for the last 12 levels, you could potentially move over to the Rogue's Den, and that would be faster XP. Level 76 to 82, you can move on to swordfish. You stop burning these at Rogue's Den at 81 cooking if you want to move over there for the very last level. It would turn out to save you a little bit of time. 82 to 89, you can cook monkfish without burning them. You don't stop burning these on a fire until level 90, so you really should just stay at the Hosidius House the entire time you cook them. 89 to 93, you can cook sharks. Same with monkfish, you're not going to stop burning these sharks until you get to the next fish, so you really should just stay at this range. Also, just a quick side note, sharks tend to be the best GP per hour for cooking, or at least up at the top. So if you want a little bit of extra money from cooking, you could just do these all the way to 99, though the next method still does profit pretty well. 93 to 99, I would cook anglerfish. You could potentially move over the Rogue's Den at 98 for some faster XP rates, but either way, even in the 90s, cooking is pretty fast, so this shouldn't take you very long. Like I said, you're going to make a little bit less money from sharks, but it will increase your XP, and overall there are some other ways to make money outside of cooking, so why not speed up this process a little bit? If you really want to speed the process up, there's an alternate method for cooking, which is making wines. It only requires 35 cooking, but I wouldn't do it until you have 68 so that you can't ruin any of your wines. I believe they just go bad, similar to how you can burn food. Jugs can provide up to 500k XP per hour in cooking, but it does cost like 700k an hour, so you're going to end up losing money rather than gaining. But you also, kind of a cool fact, this really doesn't change how it trains at all. You get all your XP at once if you don't wait for the wines to ferment, so if you just keep making wines, it takes, I believe, 15 seconds for them all to ferment, and they just do it at once. So you get one big XP drop at the end, which is kind of exciting, but overall this basically is the fastest way to get 99 cooking. I usually have a moneymaker section of the guide, but it turns out that the methods that I showed are generally the best ways of getting 99 cooking. You can do things, I believe there's a way to one-tick cook carom wands and make a lot of money in XP, but I don't know a lot about the method, and I'm really not much into tick manipulation because AFK is like a solid 10 out of 10 kind of thing for me, and cooking is very AFK, so I'm not the kind of guy you want to learn that from. But if you just use these methods, you'll make a decent amount of cash, and you'll get your cooking pretty quickly. That is going to wrap up the guide, though, everybody. I do hope you enjoyed or got some useful information about cooking. If you have any questions, be sure to leave them in the comments section, or if you have any tips of your own, you can leave those too. I will update the description with any edits that I need to make after the video releases. I used to use annotations, of course, but those have been removed from YouTube, unfortunately. Thank you very much for watching this video, everybody, and good luck with 99 cooking.